Okay, YouTube, so here we go. This is how not to pack a cassette deck. This is another eBay purchase, okay? And this jackass, the box has been crushed at both ends. And just sticking bubble wrap in there like this is so half-ass to do this. Maybe the guy, he didn't like my bid, you know, on this cassette deck. Maybe he was upset, you know, because I lowballed him. You know, he wanted like $70 for it. And I told him I'm not going to pay more than 50 bucks for a 30-year-old cassette. So, I mean, really, one layer of fucking bubble wrap on the face. What a fucking asshole. I mean, really. Excuse my fucking language. But people like that on eBay that do that, unbelievable. And they're charging you $25 for shipping. Okay? Does this look like $25 worth of fucking shipping? So let me get this out of the box, get it on the bench, and pray that the front isn't all fucked up. So I'll be right back. Okay, so here we go. So this is what happens, man. This fucking asshole. You can see the bottom of the door has been pushed in. Okay? Now, it didn't look like that in the photographs. So you could tell something bad happened here. So, yeah, this fucking asshole, man. So I'm going to have to get into this. And so this is really fucking pissing me off, man. These eBay motherfuckers, man. What a fucking piece of shit. So, okay, I'm going to pause this video. I'll be back. If the video for some reason cancels or stops, this will be a multi-part thing anyway. This is the Sony TC-C5 and I have one of these already. Okay, and it was a nightmare to do, and I kind of like nightmares, but not this. This is just some real fucking bullshit. So I gotta get this fucking thing apart, see what the fuck is happening here. So let me get the top off. 2 screws on each side, and that's it, and the top will come off. I'm not even going to power it up yet until I turn that rotisserie inside there and make sure that things are moving, because I don't want to bust any gears. The mechanism itself, the pinch rollers look good. There's no rust. So everything's looking good in there. If the bottom of this door is broken, I don't know. So Yeah, let me get the top off of this and see what the fuck is happening here. So, I'll be right back. Okay, so after closer inspection with the top off, I don't think the door is actually broken. You can see down in here there's a spring, and over here there's another spring. Okay, you can see the black line. That's actually a spring. All right, so it looks to me like these springs connect into these holes on the door. So I'm guessing somebody tried to get into it and they popped them springs off. So that's the big question, is how the hell do they go back on? So this is going to take, I think the batteries are dying in my flashlight. So I'm guessing that spring is mounted to the fucking plate. That's what it looks like. But I can't tell. So what I need to do is this carousel has to come out. There's nothing I can do until I get the carousel out. I can't even get the carousel to come all the way forward to get these screws out. These screws in the side over here. Okay? They have to come out. So I'm gonna disconnect the door by this here. Okay? And then these little things will have to come with it. I'll be right back. This is why I tell people, if you don't have patience, don't do this, you know. The only way I can get this apart is to take the door with the rotisserie up through here. This way. To lift it all out as one. Okay? So to do that, these brackets have to be removed. One here. One over here. One in the front. And another one over here. Okay. So you can tell the belts are totally gone. Because it shouldn't move like that. Alright. So you have to disconnect this ribbon cable. Now when I disconnect this, I want it to be all the way back to the rear. Okay. I want this all the way back to the rear when I lift it out of here. And that's because of the way the gears are in here. The way the mechanism is. When you put it back together, it'll be a lot easier this way. So to get this rotisserie out of here, like I said, there's 4 screws, these brackets. But you also have to loosen the face, because you have to tilt the face forward. Okay? So, underneath of here, there's a bunch of screws across the bottom. I'll be right back. Alright, so all these screws have to be loosened here. You don't want to take them all the way out. What the hell is that? That's part of the spring for the door. Oh, sticking out the bottom like that. And that's just fucking brilliant. Here's another one. So that just hooks in there like that. How stupid is that? And then it connects into the door right here with this little fucking plastic clip. So, that's how that's going to get fixed. So there's little arrows by each screw. I know you can't see it with the phone. So, but yeah, I'm going to loosen all these so I can tilt that rotisserie. Yeah, I know the phone shakes. I really don't give a fuck, okay? I'm not fucking buying a tripod. So, if a little shaking camera bothers you, change the channel. Okay? This generation today, a bunch of spoiled little fucking inconsiderate brats. So, just loosen these screws up real nice so you can tilt the front. So, I'll be right back. All right, so when you take those metal clips off, the ones that are down inside of here, okay, and you take, loosen the front, you can lift up on the rotisserie, and I did get the door off, and this front bracket right here, this is for adjusting the heads. Okay, so this goes on here. And once you take the two screws off that are holding the door on, this can be removed. And then it's easier to lift that rotisserie out of there. But you have to be careful, take your time. Now you can see the nightmare we have going on here. All the belts have turned to goo. And it's all over the motor, the pulleys. Okay, so that means underneath of this pulley, yeah, it's going to have goo. Oh, yeah. So this is going to be a major nightmare to clean. As far as the mechanism goes, there's only two belts in the mechanism. And you can see the pulley right there. There's no belt. That means that it snapped, probably turned to goo, and it's inside there. So this is going to need a total rebuild. Oh, there's not even a belt on the flywheel right there. Okay, so this is like the worst case scenario. But the heads do look really good. Pinch rollers look good. Capstans are nice and clean. No rust. Okay, so yeah, this is going to be a total nightmare. Hang on one second. Okay, so you can see all the dirt. I mean, this is just fucking pitiful. Now, this is why I gave this guy such a low bid. Okay? Is this very reason. You would be an idiot to spend more than 50 bucks on a 30-year-old cassette deck that doesn't function. Okay? So, I paid 50 bucks for it. I think total cost with shipping and everything was $70. Okay? And he was asking over $90 total. And I wasn't going to pay that. That's just fucking stupid. And now you see why. All right? That's pretty goddamn dirty. Just for wiping that off. So, this will be a total rebuild. This will be a multi-part video. You can consider this video the assessment. So, yeah, this bad boy is going to take a lot of work. I'm not going to attempt to do it all in one day because I have a shattered spinal cord and a broken left leg. with all my metal implants and stuff. I don't need to hurt myself. So what I'm going to do today is I'm going to clean all this goo off of that. I have a belt kit that I made myself. It's about an 8.4 inch flat belt small and square belts from a belt kit. Like, you know, you get 50 of them in a pack. Miscellaneous belts. So, and the reason why I know the sizes is because I just did one of these decks. And these are the original belts from that deck. They're almost goo. So these ones are totally goo. So it's going to take a good while to clean this up, and you don't really need to see that in this video. So consider this part 1, Sony TC-C5 total nightmare. I gotta figure out how to connect that fucking door. So that's gonna be a trip. So, but I have another one right in the other room that I can use as a guide. So, all right. Hit that like and subscribe button. That's it for this video. Next time you see me, this will have new belts. One on this motor, one on this motor. And there's only a couple screws in the bottom holding the mechanism on. So that's a piece of cake to get out of there. All right. And there's some wiring harnesses back here. You know, very easy to unplug. So that mechanism will come out like a big brick. And there's a few tricks and stuff when you take it apart. If you don't do it right, you could fuck it all up. So I don't know why the fucking flashlight is turning on the phone, but whatever. So like I said, that's it for this video. I'm going to get to work on cleaning the rubber goo up and stuff. And that's it for part 1 of this train wreck. Another eBay special. So y'all party on, and you have a good day. Later.